Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today we're doing a Table for One house rules on Splendor. Splendor is a game that I really enjoy, but the directions of the box are for 2 to 4 players. I did find a solo variant online that I really like. I can't take credit for the rules myself. It was posted on Board Game Geek by 221 Games, so I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out if you want to see it for yourself. If you need a quick refresh on just how regular Splendor is played, I did a 5-minute refresh video that you can check out. And then after I've done this Table for One house rules and taught you how to play the solo variant, I'll do a solo playthrough video as well so you can see that played out. And I'll play one game each of the 4 difficulty levels. So this is Table for One house rules. Let's get rolling. Alright, so we're all set up now to learn how to play the solo variant of Splendor. Again, this solo variant comes courtesy of 221 Board Games. This is something they posted on Board Game Geek back in 2015, and I recently found it. So I wanted to share it with you because I really like it. It's well balanced. I'm a big fan of the game Splendor, but with no solo variant out of the box, I would have to wait for somebody else to want to play it before I could play it. So I just want to share this with you. The setup, and again, if you don't know how to play Splendor, if you need a refresher, I just did a 5-minute refresh. You can find that video on my channel as well. But the setup for the solo variant is going to be very similar to setting it up for 2 to 4 players. You're still going to have your 3 decks. You shuffle them individually, deal out 4 cards for each deck. The nobles here on the left are going to work the same way as a 2 to 4 player game. We're going to shuffle those up and deal 1 out for 1 for each player plus 1. So because this is a solo game, 1 for me plus 1. And the variable piece will be the tokens here, and this is what will dictate the difficulty of the game. You're still going to deal out all the gold just like in any other game. And then for your gemstones, for each one of these, if you want an easy game, you're going to include 6 of each. If you want a medium game, it will be 5 of each. A hard game will be 4 of each. And an extremely difficult game will be 3 of each. So that's up to you. That's how you can set the difficulty on this. And so when you play solo, the goal is still to get to 15 prestige points. And your turns, you have the same options as any other game of Splendor. So you can take 3 different colored gemstones, 2 of the same, provided there's at least 4. You can reserve a card using gold. You can only have up to 3 cards in reserve at any given time, and then you can purchase cards. What's different is that every time you take an action, you must take one of the tokens over here in the bank and discard it from the game, remove it from the game. So let's say for my first move, I want to take one of each of these. Now I have to, of what's remaining, put something back in the box. So maybe I intend to purchase, maybe not based off what I just grabbed, but maybe I intend to purchase one of these sapphires. So I think I won't need one of these sapphires, maybe. So that's gone. Then I take my next turn. Perhaps I take these 2 tokens because there are 4 in the stack here. Now I have to get rid of something else. Maybe I'll get rid of gold this time. And you continue in this way every turn. You get rid of something that's in the bank. If at any point there is nothing left in the bank, then you can, or you must, get rid of a token from your hand. If at any point there are no more tokens in the game, you can continue playing, but you can only purchase cards using the gemstones in your collection from the cards you have acquired up until this point. And if you get stuck, if you get to a point where you have no more tokens that you can take and you can't purchase anything left, then you've lost the game, and you're trying to get to 15 points that way. The rule still applies that you may not have more than 10 tokens in your hand at any given time. If you end up with more than 10, you do have to replace them in the bank. before you can end your turn. And the nobles work the same way. Nothing special there. And you take those into your hand when you've reached the thresholds. If you manage the threshold 2 at the same time, you only get 1, and you can choose which one. And that's it. So you're just trying to get to 15. And I think it's a really good way to play solo, because it feels very much like the standard game, but it just turns it into a solitaire puzzle, and you definitely start to feel pressure, and you have some good decisions as you have to discard these tokens from the bank and then eventually from your hand. So I'm about to do a solo playthrough video, so you can watch that as well. And I think I'll end up starting with the easiest difficulty and then working my way down and see if I can beat it on that insanity difficulty, that where you start with only three of each gemstone. So check out those videos. Again, if you're into this, if you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. It would really help me out. If you could like the videos, tell people about it. Word of mouth is great. And then of course, if you want to leave a comment, I'd be thrilled to hear from you. So be sure to say hi. Let me know what you like. If there's a different game you'd like to see, if you know about a different way to solo Splendor, or if there's a different way that you like to house rule it, let me know. I'd be excited to check it out and share it with everybody else. So thanks for watching, and now I'm going to get to playing. So this is Table for One house rules. Let's roll. Oh. Okay.